Hello, this is Leslie. Welcome to my channel. Usually I read poetry. I did just post a video um, in 2020. I had took the video and I was talking about some of the depression that I was going through, and hopefully I was offering some hope to some people also that are going through the same thing. Right now I just got home from work. I work 3 to 11, and it was a very hard day. It was hard for me to get up in the morning. Um, I don't know, every day lately I've been through a few med changes. I got off of two meds that weren't working for me. One was extremely hard to get off of, and it was like hell on earth, literally. And then the other one I got off of, and then I got put on two more in place of those. Um, so I'm diagnosed with major depressive disorder and I have anxiety disorder. So I'm on an antidepressant, and I'm also on a mood stabilizer and an anti-anxiety medication. So right now I'm in the middle of trying a new antidepressant and a new mood stabilizer. And on top of that, I am PMSing, not to give too much information, but, and this isn't a woe is me kind of video, this is just me talking about my day and what I go through every day dealing with depression and anxiety. So in the mornings, usually before I have to go to work, I wake up and I can barely sleep now. I don't know if it's a side effect of one of my medications or what, but I'm not getting enough sleep on top of that. And I did look up some of the side effects of my two new medications, and insomnia is one of the side effects of both of them. So I'm thinking that that has something to do with it. Um, I don't know. I'll have to talk to my doctor about that. But adding on not sleeping well, it's just been a little bit rough lately. Um, I've been doing lots of praying, which has been helping. And I always thought this was stupid and I never wanted to do it, but deep breathing, box breathing, has really helped me. Where you, if people that don't know box breathing, I picture an actual cardboard box in my head and I go up, over, and then down and around. And so you breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, exhale for 4, and then rest for 4 seconds. And that has been really that's been really helping me. I need to do it more, but once again, I'm hard on myself, so I have to realize that, like, at least I'm doing it. Um, and I can always work on it and do more as I go. I'm just being very honest on these videos. Um, there's no fluff, nothing fancy. It's just me talking about what's going on. So this morning, after I felt like there were so many butterflies in my stomach, like I couldn't sleep, but I didn't want to get up, so I kept hitting my snooze and setting the time, a half hour from when I wanted to get up. So I ended up having to rush around, which didn't help. So it was like I couldn't sleep, but I still didn't want to get up because I didn't want to face everything that I had to do today. But the good news is I did go to work and I made it through. Still with anxiety and still with the depression, but whenever I'm busy and I'm doing things, I don't think so much about the depression part. The anxiety part usually plays more of a role in my day-to-day life whenever I'm busy. But I definitely feel like right now the anxiety is definitely outweighing the depression part. I just, like, little things that were easy for me to do before, like, just fill me with so much anxiety, like, especially when things don't go right. Like, I'm trying to get lab results back because I'm starting a new job soon, and I'm transferring. It's an internal transfer, which is another change that I'm trying to deal with. Um, was like not easy. It I couldn't get the results. Somebody was telling me to call here, then call here, and it was just like very frustrating. And I kind of found the answer today. Actually, when I got home, I did pray about it, and the lab was actually open. It's after 12 a.m. where I'm here, but I called around 12 a.m. and somebody actually was in the lab, which really surprised me. And she did help me a little bit and told me what to do. And I ended up looking on my portal for the hospital, and I didn't think my lab results were there, but they were under a medical name that I wasn't aware of, and I ended up finding them, so I could send at least a snapshot to my recruitment person in order to get the results to her. But like, just that alone causes me so much stress that, like, I feel like someone's asking me to climb Mount Everest tomorrow morning. Like, and I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but then all of the things that I have to do rush to my mind in the morning, like, and all of the things that I didn't do, and all of the bills that need paid, and financial issues, and health issues, and mail that's been building up, and cleaning, and, why does my right leg hurt? Like, I need to make doctor's appointments. Like, I need to make vet appointments for my cats. Like, literally, like, everything will come to my mind in the morning, and I'll just start crying because it's just like way too much for one person to think of or to handle. Um, yeah, so that's been pretty difficult. I'm still feeling a little bit depressed, or I would say a lot right now. Um, I'm just praying that my antidepressant kicks in. It's only been about a week, so I know it takes a little while longer for it to kick in, and I'm hoping that when the weather breaks and it becomes nicer out, I'll feel a little bit better. Um, but every day, I just have to push and push and push, and it's exhausting. Um, and my job is extremely stressful, so that doesn't help things. Um, and I'm excited about my new job coming up because it's a lot less stress, and I am moving down a little bit. It's not in a management role, but I'm okay with that because the stress level will go down a lot, and that's very important to me, because I know that my job gives me a lot of anxiety, and it seems like the more I try to control the anxiety, the worse it gets sometimes. And like, no matter what, I feel like, and this could be my negative self-talk or my negativity, I don't know, but I'm just telling you how I feel. It feels like sometimes no matter what I do, it just doesn't go away, and it's like always there. And same with my depression. Like, I could be feeling okay for a couple days, and then it like hits me again. And I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but I mean, today I would have done anything just to stay in bed and not get up. And it took like literally every ounce of courage, motivation. Like I said, I pray to get through everything, and the support of my boyfriend telling me, reminding me to breathe and that everything's going to be okay and that I'm going to have a good day. It's just, sometimes every day it just seems impossible. And that's why I'm making these videos, is because it's kind of like a diary for me, but I also want other people to know that they're not alone. When it's hard to get in the shower, when putting on makeup feels like, oh my god, like I can't do this. Just like sometimes carrying my bags to the car, like I have like 2 bags that I always bring to work. I'm just like, oh my god, like I need help carrying my bags to the car. Then I have this heavy coat on. And I know I don't want it to sound like I'm complaining, because there's so many blessings in my life. And there's so much to be grateful for, but I'm just talking about the pain part of it. It doesn't diminish the pain. And I just really want to get back to Leslie and who I used to be. I know maybe not who I used to be, but the best version of me, of how I'm supposed to be now. Like, maybe I'm not supposed to be the person I was, because I've been through so much stuff since then, since when I'm picturing when I was at my best. I may never be that person, but I want to be the best version of me that I can be now. And I feel so far away from that right now, and it just seems like little tiny baby steps and then a few steps back. And I've heard that so many times, but it gets so frustrating, because like just when I feel like I'm making progress, something else like in life hits me, and then it just throws me for a loop, and then I don't know. It's hard. Depression, anxiety, they're no joke. And I feel for anybody that's going through any of that. I really do. Just know that to keep pushing and to be easy on yourself and to love yourself. I know that's really hard, because it's really hard for me to do. I beat myself up with a bat if I don't do stuff perfectly. I'm a perfectionist, and I'm always beating myself up. I beat myself up for worrying. I beat myself up for having anxiety. I beat myself up for having depression. And it's really hard to love myself, but I have to remember that I need to do that. I need to learn how to do that every day, even if it's just a few little things that I can do. Like my therapist tells me, pat myself on the back for every little thing that I do, instead of looking at the things that I haven't done, or focusing on the things that I think that I did wrong. Those are just some of the coping skills that I use in the morning. And I listen to a spiritual prayer and while I get ready, and then usually I put on some music. Music's a big part of my toolbox of coping skills. Doing this is a coping skill. I'm not doing this to become famous. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm doing this for me and to help other people. And if I literally can help one person, that makes my pain less futile, and not in vain. But it's hard, because life's hard, and when you have the anxiety and the depression on top of that, it makes things a lot harder to do in life. And I just want everybody to know out there, if anybody knows anybody that's going through this, or if anybody is going through this, to just be kind, because everybody's going through something. And yeah, I just wanted to end on a positive note that if I can get through today like I did, you can too. And there's going to be days that suck. And I know that there's going to be days that I may not make it out of bed. And you know what? That's okay. But I'm going to push and push and push in a healthy way to do my best that I can every day. Um, there was just last week 4 days that I didn't go to work because I was going through a mental health crisis, trying to get off of those meds and trying new meds, that I almost went to the hospital. And that was only a week ago. And now I'm in my third day of work this week. Um, and it's been very difficult. And I have a lot of like anxiety and like fear, and I get scared a lot over just like general things. Um, like I know this sounds stupid, but I hate stopping to get gas, like in my car. And like I'll look at it and it'll be on two bars, and I'm just like, oh my god, like I have to wake up early and get gas and do all this stuff and shower, and then my mind starts racing, and then I'm like, I know I'm gonna wake up and my mind goes into the negative, like I'm gonna wake up a hot mess again. And like I just want to wake up and not cry and have some peace and drink my tea and not worry so much about everything that I'm not even in the present moment at all. And I really wish that for everybody. I really do. I wish everybody out there peace, because I think that's the most invaluable gift that I could ever have, is peace of mind in the midst of chaos, because nothing's going to be perfect ever, and there's always going to be problems in life. So I'm looking for not perfection in my life and not everything going perfectly, because I know that that's never going to happen, but I'm looking for just peace, at least a little bit, at least sometimes during the day at this point, just to get through the rough times, you know. But I'm going to end there, and I hope that I helped somebody. And I love all of you, and thank you for listening. And I wish you all the best. And I'll see you soon. Thank you.